We're talking to Andrew Stockdale from Wolfmother, guitarist and vocalist. We're going to talk about the actual people who have got into the band soon, but tell us, was there anyone that we should know that didn't make it into Wolfmother?
There wasn't like, hey, you didn't make it in, or it wasn't that definitive. Right. Hey, it wasn't. Come on,
you must have been tempted to do a reality TV show a la Rockstar.
Yeah, Rockstar in Excess, does Wolfmother. It'd be great. Like, it'd be great to know that maybe Eddie Van Halen, who is a great keyboard player, wanted to play keyboards in Wolfmother, something like that.
Yeah. Well, I wouldn't want to say that because, like, I have to be respectful to the people who...
Did you
know what I mean?
That's cool, that's fine.
We appreciate
Did you film the auditions? Is there a chance that maybe there'll be leaked video footage of, some maybe David Hirschfelder from John Farnham's band trying to play keyboards for Wolfmother?
Well, too late. We missed that opportunity.
Little song called Woman from Wolfmother, and Andrew Stockdale in before that. You're going to hear more from Andrew up after 8 o'clock.
We are going to find out who is in Wolfmother if David Hirschfelder is not. Gentlemen, we're talking with Andrew Stockdale from Wolfmother.
Well, listen, you looked all around the world for new members for Wolfmother, and I guess there is some irony that you actually hooked up at least with Dave Atkins from Resin Dogs, with a local Brisbane boy.
That's right. How did
that happen?
When all the tension was kind of coming to a head, I was just hanging out in Brisbane, and we go to this cafe for breakfast, and we were having breakfast, and the owner of the cafe was like, "Hey, you should meet Dave. He's a great drummer." So he started dropping by my house, and whilst I was kind of doing the demos for this next record, and it was good to. He's like got a really real music lover. You know what I mean? Like, he's kind of really knows a lot about everything, every aspect of music. So we just kind of sit around talking about things and recording, and we weren't really talking about doing a band or starting something up after that, but there was something in those demos. Hey, there was a lot of anger. There was a lot of frustration, and I haven't really been able to reincarnate that energy or find that elsewhere. So,
speaking of that energy, there was a gig that you did. Was it White Feather? Was that the name of the
White Feather?
White Feather, the pseudonym for the new Wolfmother, and you showcased some of your new songs, which I expect are going to be on the new Wolfmother album at this little club in Sydney off Oxford Street, which only fits a few hundred people in it.
And there was a show in Brisbane a couple of days before as well.
What are the new songs for Wolfmother like?
Good question. It's hard to describe, isn't it? Well, I think it's a little bit heavier. Yeah, maybe it's become a little bit, hopefully not too complicated, but that's what you got to watch out for. It's hard to write simple songs, just heavier, riff-driven sort of songs. A couple of people say the same, like Caius kind of riffs, or who knows. Me singing as I do over sludging riffs, singing high, lots of drum fills. Everyone has a moment. That kind of...
Sweet.
Is it going to be, for fans of people who listened or, who loved the first album from Wolfmother, is it a fairly natural progression from there, or are we expecting something quite different?
Well, it's linked. It's all linked to the first record. Like, I don't have a problem with that first record. Like, I love those songs, and so I'm just kind of exploring that sound, you know what I mean, just seeing where it can go. And but it's just it's the same thing. It's like, it's just, if it's not a good song, or if it is a good song, it's a mystery how that happens, how good songs are created. So
we had one song that we saw. There was a typical mobile phone recording. It was called Pilgrim from the shows. Is there any other song titles?
There's lots of Phoenix, Sundial, Background, what else? Violence of the Sun. There's I've got about 17 songs that I'm kind of still working on at the moment. We're going to get I don't know if you heard of a producer, Alan Moulder.
Alan Moulder. No.
Alan Moulder.
I'm thinking X-Files, but I know I'm way off.
He's a English guy coming over to Byron Bay in like next week or something. So we're going to start actually recording this record.
Wow. That must feel pretty good.
Yeah.
We've got Andrew Stockdale from Wolfmother, as you heard, a new album about to begin for the new incarnation of Wolfmother. Before we let you go, Andrew, the last couple of years, obviously, a very strange and kind of surreal experience for anybody who's been following your trajectory. You know, you've won a Grammy, you've toured the world over a course of a year. Your debut album was absolutely massive, but the pressure's obviously taken its toll. The band kind of imploded. You've had to source new musicians for this new incarnation of the band. What lessons have you learned in regards to putting pressure on yourself and pressure on the band?
In regards to putting pressure, what have I learned? That's, well, I don't think people should tour as long as we did. That's one thing I've learned. Take a break, go for it and take some time off. And that's one thing for sure, like, that I've learned, just the pressures of touring. That's kind of the golden rule, the big thing. If you get a chance to go around the world as much as you can and play to as many people as you can, just if you anyone out there in Australia listening, if you get a chance, just take your time, and don't think you have to do everything all at once, because you will suffer the consequences.
Andrew Stockdale, with some very wise words of advice. The new Wolfmother, Dave Atkins on drums, Adrian Nemeth is the guitarist, and bassist and keyboardist from the Gold Coast, Ian Perez. You guys, the four-piece Wolfmother, are going to be playing a bunch of shows in March, 2 for the Victorian bushfire and Queensland flood relief at the Melbourne MCG and the Sydney SCG on the 14th of March. How many new songs are you going to demo there?
Maybe 3 or 4 songs. Like, awesome. It's just a 30-minute set, I think. So, yeah.
All right, 3 or 4 8-minute songs. That's 30 minutes.
Hey, Andrew, thanks so much for coming in, mate. We really appreciate you talking to us as well.
No worries.
Good luck with the record. See you, Andrew.
Thanks, guys.